Hello students, let us continue chapter 8, Winds, Storms and Cyclones. The next topic we are going to discuss is high speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. Let us now discuss activity 8.2. Crumple a small piece of paper into a ball of size smaller than the mouth of an empty bottle. Hold the empty bottle on its side and place the paper ball just inside its mouth. Now try to blow on the ball to force it into the bottle. Try the activity with bottles of different sizes. Challenge your friends if they can force the paper ball in by blowing into the bottle. Paheli and Bojo are thinking about the following question. Why is it difficult to force the paper ball into the bottle? For performing this activity, you have to take a piece of paper and crumble it to make a ball out of it. The ball should be the size that it can be easily put inside the mouth of an empty bottle, just as shown in figure 8.3. Next, you have to blow the ball of the paper into the bottle. You have to place a ball of paper on the mouth of the bottle and then blow the ball of paper into the bottle. You can also ask your friends to try to blow the ball of paper into the bottle. When you perform this activity, you can observe that the paper ball cannot be forced into the bottle by blowing air from your mouth. This happens because the speed of wind increases on blowing air. तो ये जो एयर हम ब्लो करते हैं वो बॉटल के इनसाइड से टकरा कर वापस बाहर आएगी and the ball will be pushed outside. That is why we find it difficult to force the ball inside the bottle. Activity 8.3. Blow the balloons. Take two balloons of approximately equal size. Put a little water into the balloons. Blow up both the balloons and tie each one to a string. Hang the balloons 8 to 10 cm apart on a cycle spoke or a stick. Blow in the space between the balloons. What did you expect? What happens? Try different ways of blowing on the balloon to see what happens. Now, for this activity, you require balloons, that is two balloons, which are approximately of equal size. Next, you have to put a little water into the balloons and then blow air into the balloons. The balloons, after that, you have to tie both the balloons with the help of a string to a stick. जैसे आपको फिगर में दिखाया गया है वैसे ही आपको उन दोनों बलून्स के बीच में एयर ब्लो करना है. दैट इज़ यू हैव टू ब्लो एयर इन द स्पेस बिटवीन both the balloons like so. When you do this, you can observe that on blowing the balloons, they come close to each other. Activity 8.4. Can you blow and lift? Hold a piece of paper 20 cm long and 3 cm wide between your thumb and forefinger as shown in figure 8.5. Now blow over the paper. Paheli thinks that the strip will be lifted up. Bojo thinks that the strip will bend down. What do you think will happen to the paper? Now, for this activity, you have to hold a strip of paper which can be like this. 20 cm it should be long and it can be 3 cm wide. ऐसा एक स्ट्रिप ऑफ पेपर लेना है एंड यू हैव टू होल्ड इट बिटवीन योर थंब एंड फोर फिंगर just like it is shown in figure, and after that you have to blow over the paper. You can observe that the strip of paper gets lifted up. That is, on blowing over the upper part of the paper gets lifted up. Why does this happen? Because the air pressure decreases there and hence the strip gets lifted up. as you can observe in figure. Let us try to understand the observations and activities 8.2, 8.3 and 8.4. Were the observations along the lines you thought? Do you get the feeling that the increased wind speed is accompanied by a reduced air pressure? When we blow into the mouth of a bottle, the air near the mouth has higher speed. This decreases the pressure there. The air pressure inside the bottle is higher than near the mouth. The air inside the bottle pushes the ball out. In activity 8.3, you saw that when you blew between the balloons, they moved towards each other. How could this happen? This could happen if the pressure of air between the balloons were somehow reduced. The pressure outside the balloons would then push them towards each other. In activity 8.4, you saw that when you blew over the paper strip, it went upwards. Again, this could happen if blowing over the paper reduced the air pressure above the strip. Now we will try to understand the observations in activities 8.2, 8.3 और 8.4. ये जो activities हमने perform की है उसमें जो observations हमें मिली है हम उनको समझने की कोशिश करेंगे कि ये जो observations है क्या हमने सोचा था वैसे है नहीं है तो क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है. क्या ये activities perform करते वक्त did we feel that when the wind speed is increased the air pressure is reduced? Let us find out. In activity 8.2, when air was blown into the mouth of the bottle, the air near the mouth of the bottle had higher speed. Therefore, the pressure over there decreases. Higher speed यानी कि pressure जो है वो decrease होता है. That is, the air pressure inside the bottle has higher pressure than that near the mouth of the bottle. So, the air inside the bottle pushes the ball outside. Similarly, in activity 8.3, when the air was blown between the balloons, they moved towards each other. ये क्यों हुआ? Because of the pressure of air between the two balloons reduced. So, the pressure of air outside the balloons pushed them towards each other. In activity 8.4, the strip of paper lifted upwards. This happened because blowing over the paper reduced the air pressure above the strip. So, from all these activities, we can conclude that increased wind speed is accompanied by reduced air pressure. दैट इज़ जब एयर की या विंड की स्पीड बढ़ती है एयर प्रेशर कम होता है. We see that the increased wind speed is indeed accompanied by reduced air pressure. Can you imagine what would happen if high-speed winds blew over the roofs of buildings? If the roofs were weak, they could be lifted and blown away. If you have any such experience, share it with your friends. What we just read is that increased speed in wind is accompanied by reduced air pressure. So just like I explained it to you, wind की speed बढ़ती है तो air का जो pressure है वो घटता है, that is it reduces. If high speed winds blew over the roof of buildings and if the roofs are weak, then there is a chance that the roofs could be lifted up and blown away. यानी कि जो roofs होते हैं house के वो wind के साथ blow हो जाए उसके chances है. Let us try to understand how winds are produced, how they bring rain and how they can be destructive sometimes. You already know that when air moves, it is called wind. Air moves from the region where the air pressure is high to the region where the pressure is low. The greater the difference in pressure, the faster the air moves. But how are the pressure differences created in nature? Is the difference in temperature involved? The following activities will help you understand this. Here we already know that when the speed of the wind increases, it lowers the air pressure. We already know that. Therefore, we can say that air flows from a region of high pressure to a region of low pressure. उस रीजन पे जहाँ पे एयर प्रेशर हाई होता है वहाँ से एयर फ्लो होता है टू अ रीजन हैविंग लो एयर pressure. The speed of air or winds depends upon the difference between the pressures of two regions. दो regions के बीच के pressure का जो difference है उस पे डिपेंड करता है द स्पीड ऑफ विंड. इफ द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द प्रेशर इंक्रीजेस द स्पीड ऑफ एयर ऑल्सो इंक्रीजेस. नाउ टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस बेटर let us discuss the next topic, that is air expands on heating. Activity 8.5. Take a boiling tube. Stretch a balloon tightly over the neck of the tube. You can use a tape to make it tight. Pour some hot water in a beaker. Insert the boiling tube with the balloon in the hot water. Observe for 2 to 3 minutes for any change in shape of the balloon. Take the tube out. Let it cool down to the room temperature. Take some ice cold water in another beaker and place the tube with the balloon in cold water for 2 to 3 minutes. Observe the change in the shape of the balloon. Now, for performing this activity, take a boiling tube and, as shown in figure, stretch the balloon tightly over the mouth of the boiling tube. In order to make sure that the balloon is tight, you can use some tape and stick the balloon on the mouth of the tube. Next, take some hot water in a beaker and put this boiling tube into the hot water. Wait for 2 to 3 minutes to observe any change in the shape of the balloon. After that, take out the boiling tube and cool it down to room temperature. Here you can observe that when the boiling tube was immersed in hot water, there is a change in the shape of the balloon. पहले जो बलून था उसमें एयर नहीं था, बट इन दिस बलून वी कैन ऑब्जर्व दैट देर इज सम एयर फिल्ड इन द बलून. नेक्स्ट, व्हेन दिस boiling tube is taken out of the beaker and it is cooled in room temperature, you have to take some ice cold water in another beaker and put this boiling tube into it and again wait for 2 to 3 minutes. After that, you can observe the change. It is observed that when the boiling tube was kept in ice cold water, the balloon on top of it became deflated. Just like you can see, ये जो है वो ओरिजिनल बलून है और जब इसको हॉट वाटर में प्लेस किया तब इसका शेप ऐसा हो गया. दैट इज़ व्हेन दिस बलून वॉज केप्ट इन हॉट वाटर, द बलून बिकम्स इन्फ्लेटेड. On the other hand, when it was kept in ice cold water, the balloon became deflated. Think and try to answer. What makes the balloon inflated when the boiling tube is placed in hot water? Why is the same balloon deflated when the tube is kept in cold water? Can we infer from the first observation that air expands on heating? Can you now state what happens to air in the boiling tube when it cools down? Now, from this activity, we have observed that when the boiling tube was dipped in hot water, the balloon inflated, that is उसमें हवा भर गया था. On the other hand, when it was kept in ice cold water, it became deflated. So, from this activity, we can conclude that air expands on heating. The next activity is very interesting. This will make you understand more about hot air. ये जो next activity हम discuss करने वाले हैं इसमें हम और अच्छे से hot air के बारे में समझेंगे. Activity 8.6. Take 2 paper bags or empty paper cups of the same size. Hang the 2 bags in the inverted position of the 2 ends of a metal or wooden stick. Tie a piece of thread in the middle of the stick. Hold the stick by the thread as in a balance. Put a burning candle below one of the bags as shown in the figure. Observe what happens. Caution: handle the burning candle carefully. Now, for performing this activity, you require 2 paper bags or empty paper cups of the same size, just like it is shown in figure. The 2 paper bags have to be hanged such that the open end of the paper bag is downwards. That is, the mouth of the paper bag is downwards. After that, you have to place a burning candle just below one of the paper bags. कोई भी एक paper bag के नीचे एक burning candle इस तरह से place करना है. We can observe that there is imbalance in the position of the paper bag. Right, from this figure we can observe that when the candle was placed below one of the bags, there was imbalance in the position of the paper bags as shown in figure. That is, as the warm air rises up, this air is filled in the bag above the candle. The reason for this to happen is when the candle burns, the hot air is filled inside this bag. We know that hot air is lighter than cold air. So, the bag containing hot air becomes lighter and is pushed upwards. So, from this activity, we can conclude that warm air is lighter than the cold air. This is the reason why balance of the bag gets disturbed. Does this activity indicate that warm air rises up? As the warm air rises up, it pushes the bag above the candle. Does the disturbance of the balance suggest that warm air is lighter than cold air? The answer to this question is yes. The disturbance in the balance suggests that the warm air is lighter than cold air. That is, from this activity, we can conclude that warm air is lighter than cold air. Can you now explain why smoke always rises up? Also, it is important to remember that on heating, the air expands and occupies more space. When the same thing occupies more space, it becomes lighter. The warm air is therefore lighter than the cold air. That is the reason that the smoke goes up. In nature, there are several situations when warm air rises at a place. The air pressure at that place is lowered. The cold air from the surrounding areas rushes in to fill its place. This sets up convection in air, as you learned in chapter 4. Now here we are asked that can we explain why smoke rises up always? So here we have the answer that the warm air is lighter than the cold air, and when the air expands it occupies more space. सेम चीज़ अगर ज़्यादा स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई करती है तो वो लाइटर बन जाती है इन वेट. इट बिकम्स लाइटर इन वेट. दैट इज़ द रीज़न वाई स्मोक गोज़ अप. So, air expands on heating and occupies more space. In nature also, warm air rises up. Then, the air pressure in that region, that is in that place, becomes low. So, the cold air from the surrounding areas fill its place by rushing towards the place. In this way, the convection of air happens just like we have discussed in chapter 4.